love of God, come on. I just need freaking 5 more gigabytes of cloud storage. I got people to sell, things to do.
Your expected hold time is 57 minutes.
On. For the love of God. Oh, what is this? An ice cube? An ice cube on my bloody desk. Who leaves an ice cube on a desk? That is so inconvenient. On a Monday of all days.
Did you know at Qualcomm you can sign up for paperless billing? Just visit Qualcomm.com and sign up for billing.
Yes, Janice, it's probably just a drill. I can't go, I'm on hold. Go Bridgeside.
Hello, Internet, and thank you for tuning in to episode 4 of the Caesar Brooks Hour. We are exactly on time, as we always are, at 9:49. It's a ruse to keep you watching, to see how patient you are. To everyone who's still watching, congratulations. And to everyone who will watch later, this meant nothing to you. So, we have an awesome show. We got a bunch of very funny sketches coming from the Ill Pool guys that do a bunch of stuff for us, and from the girls at Dolly Partners Comedy. We got some awesome stand-ups coming. We've got Seth, Zakula, and Daniel Crow. It's going to be rad. It's going to be a sweet show. I'm a little under the weather, so I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I am going to drink a lot of cough syrup. So I'm going to go do that and introduce our first guest, Seth Zakula.
Get some. Give it to me now. Yeah. Y'all up in y'all up in this piece, y'all drinking? There's only 90 or 100 of you up in this bitch, but it is well lit. I know y'all getting crunk. Huh? Yeah, give it up for the general idea of alcohol. Yeah! Give it up now! Get some! Oh, yeah, I don't care who I piss off with that one. Yeah, I'm not your daddy's comic. I'm not for dads. I'm not a daddy's boy. How about some of that wicked Kush Kron? Yeah! It's 420 somewhere. Y'all having some of those giggle smokes? Some of them goof butts? Give it up. Yeah! For the Kron! Yeah! Get some. Who here has a real bad pill problem? Give it up! Yeah! Anyone here like to just crush up a bunch of pills and put them in some applesauce and get fucking high as shit? Give it up. Yeah. Now. Oh. Listen, I'm not, this ain't for grandmas. This is not for grandmas. I don't care what cucktard I piss off with this next hot take. I think children are the future. And I don't care who the fuck I piss off, you fat cats in Washington. I think children are the future, and I think every one of them is beautiful in their own way, like a grain of sand or a star or some shit. Give it up for children. Yeah! I said give it up now! Yeah! You know, the less a comic has to say, the more they're going to ask you to give it up for. And I've got the least to say. Give it up for firefighters. Yeah. I don't care what kind of liberal PC son of a bitch I piss off by saying this. I think they're fucking heroes. I think they are goddamned heroes. They go and fight the fire, which is one of the greatest villains throughout history. It's not a problem. I just need it. Oh, hot take alert coming up. Toot, toot. Next stop on the Hot Take Express. I think teachers are underpaid. I don't give a good goddamn who the fuck you are there in your fucking East Coast ivory tower. I think teachers are underpaid. What's that? Is it the hottest take of all? Aw, man. I know some of the 150 to 200 of you in this room thought that you were going to find a bunch of takes laying on the ground and they were going to be room temperature. And you were going to walk up and be like, this won't be a... Don't touch them! They are hot as fuck! Why are we paying athletes so much? What's the deal? What is the deal? I think, whoa, toot toot, next stop, hot take. I think we should take some of the money we're paying these athletes who won't even stand for the pledge. And I think we should give some of that money to teachers. Get some. I will fuck everyone in this room. And I know you're all here on this PC lib cuck. Don't push your girlfriend down the stairs. PC culture. No matter how bad she fucks up dinner, and how the fuck else is she gonna learn? Give it up. I don't say this to every audience, but you are the 3 to 700 most beautiful people in the world. Every one of you is like a starfish. Not based on your intelligence, just based on how beautiful you are and how majestic you are and how amazing you all look in like sped up footage. You ever give it up for sped up footage of starfishes? Yeah! Oh shit. I just dropped something. It was a hot as fuck take. I think ISIS is lame. Guys. I don't care who I piss off with that one. I don't care what. You fucking come at me. I think if you like ISIS, you're a fucking zero. And I think if you hate ISIS, you're a hero. Give it up. Yeah. Guys, would all 1,000 people in this room like to hear a real joke? Yeah. Give it up for jokes. Yeah. Because here's the fucking thing. We need comedians now more than ever. In this fucking time, can you imagine what it would be like without the real heroes? Comedians. We need them right now saying all the shit so that their kids can say the shit and hear the shit. So here it comes, a real comedic joke. You're fucking welcome. Guys, the 90s happened. There's no two ways around that. I was there the whole time. The 90s happened. I know every once in a while you meet a 90s truther and they're like, nah, that shit didn't go down. But I was there the whole time. I saw them. And one thing I found peculiar about the 90s was that every time a children's snack food or cereal introduced a new innovation, the explanation every single time was, that was an accident to the factory. Some fool. We left the wrong guy in charge. We weren't supervising him closely enough. He pulled the wrong lever. E.L. fudge is twice as fudgy. A river of fudge killed 100 Keebler elves. And now I guess we'll pass the savings on to you. The explanation was never just like, you liked this one product and we modified it slightly, and we thought you might like this too. It was like, there was an industrial accident here. Oops, all berries. That was the name of a product. It was an explanation for what went wrong. I love you. Here's the thing. I'm going to lay this on you. I've not done that joke in like 3 months. To completion. I think I had a really tasty punch for it at one point. It wasn't good enough to remember. Because I'm going to let everyone out there in internet land know. Now, I know you're trapped in the Matrix right now. And that you think you're in like a city, but you're just plugged in, man. Turn on your mind. Teachers rule. But what I'm saying is, the best use of your time is to scream at people to give it up for things. Is to tell people what to like. And here's 100% a real question. You look like a smart boy. What'd you come here for?
Some laughs.
I am the god of the universe. Everyone give it up one final time.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I'm your new god.
Hi, everybody. Give it
That was awesome. Yeah. Hats off to Seth. That was amazing. Go. Oh, there's more. Well, go teachers. Let's give it up for everything. That was amazing. We've got an awesome sketch coming up right now, filmed and acted by my very beautiful girlfriend, Laura. So enjoy, and then we'll be right back with Daniel Crow. Stay tuned. Keep your butts glued.
How the hell am I going to win this?
Good game. You too.
Yeah, we're
It's
back.
on me?
Yeah. Yeah.
No one told me I was starting my set. Hello. To start you off, I'm asexual. I have no sexual attractions of any sort. And growing up, that was really hard. Kids would always make fun of me. They'd say really mean things to me like, yeah, that makes sense. You strike me as a weird, sexless goblin. I get it. It's hard being asexual, though, because my parents, they still come up to me. They're like, oh, we know you're asexual, but we still want grandkids. When are you going to reproduce by budding? And I'm like, I think you've got the wrong idea about asexual. You're thinking about it in a much more scientific perspective. No, I'm just boring. It's hard being asexual. Sometimes my friends are like, Daniel, you're asexual, but do you ever look at porn? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes, but just because I like seeing people that are bigger disappointments to their parents than I am. Oh. You guys, I wrote a letter to the Dove Corporation the other day. I was like, "Dear Dove, I don't like your new soap-flavored chocolate." They're like, "We're different companies, man." I was like, "All right, I guess I'll stop eating soap now." Like, I'm the weird one, but all right. Oh, man. You guys seen the show Man vs. Food? Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who was telling me he doesn't like the show Man vs. Food because he thinks that food could have been going to hungry people. No, it could not have. There are no hungry people out there whose problems can be solved by 5 wings that are so hot you have to sign a waiver before you eat them. The only way Man vs. Food would ever be taking food out of hungry people's mouths is if there was an episode where he was like, "Hey, welcome to Man vs. Food. We're in Peoria, Illinois at the Peoria Food Bank. I'm going to take the Food Bank Challenge. If I can eat 100 canned goods in the next 30 seconds, none of this community's poor people get to eat for the next 3 weeks. I get my face on the wall of fame, and I get a t-shirt that says, 'Kill the proletariat.' Let's go." Yeah. It's my Man versus Food joke. I hope you liked it. I'm just going to come out and say it, though, you guys. I don't think it's fair that tear-free shampoo is just for babies because I'm an adult and I also don't want to be crying in the shower. But apparently I don't have a choice just based on shampoo selection. So now I'm in the shower crying every day. All right, not every day. I clearly don't shower every day. Personal hygiene, very low on my list of priorities. Up at the top, obviously, you've got shirking responsibility, then acquiring candy, then about 100 items that are all anime related, and then personal hygiene, way down at the bottom. So I hope no one else has to use this microphone afterwards. Sorry about that. My mom came up to me the other day. She was like, "Daniel, what are all those needle marks on your arm?" I was like, "Mom, I didn't want to tell you this because I thought you'd be ashamed. But the truth is, I'm terrible at knitting." If you didn't laugh at that, it's your fault. It's your only chance to laugh at a knitting joke all night. Get on board or get out. Oh, man. When I was a kid, I went and visited my cousins in Connecticut. So you can gather from context they think they're better than you. And they told me a Connecticut urban legend. They told me the story of the Melonheads. And I will now regale you with the tale of the Melonheads. The Melonheads were apparently a group of pilgrims that came over on some of the first ships to America that were too poor to pay for actual tickets, so they worked on the ships, and that's how they paid their way to America. And when they got to the New World, all the rich people that bought tickets for the ship said, "We don't want you in our community. You go and live in the woods." So they lived in the woods for generations, and they inbred, and eventually their heads ended up shaped like melons. And if you went to the woods, they would attack and kill you. And the thing I love about that story is that it shows people in Connecticut are not scared of monsters. They're just afraid of poor people. That's a great story. You go up to someone in Connecticut, they're like, "Don't go in the woods. No one there's gone to Ivy League schools." "Oh, children, you better be afraid of venturing into the woods late at night. Only one of their uncles was a congressman. I hear those frightening creatures in the woods have never even seen a bidet." Yeah. I saw an ad the other week for a Kid Rock concert, so you know this joke's going to be off the chain. And the ad said simply, "Kid Rock with special guest, 1,000 horses. which I looked up and unfortunately is the name of a band. Like, I would never go to a Kid Rock concert unless you told me I could watch safely from the nosebleeds, as before the start of the show, Kid Rock releases 1,000 Wild Horses into the mosh pit, and you get to watch a whole crowd of meth heads and teen moms try to fight off these wild horses, living solely for the one moment later in the night while they hear Kid Rock sing Ba with the Ba. And as their numbers slowly dwindle and get cut in half, one of the meth heads reaches his hand to the sky and he goes, "Isn't there someone here who knows how to tame horses? Some sort of maybe a cowboy baby?" And then Kid Rock, Pyrotechnics, kicks into his first song. It's not Cowboy Baby. He didn't plan it out very well. It's all summer long, but it doesn't matter. The horses hear it, and they're tamed. The horses are suddenly tamed. That's how all horses are tamed, I come to find out. Maybe then I would go to a Kid Rock concert. Maybe then. It's got to be hard to live in an igloo, because anyone with a hairdryer can just break into your house. Having a pretty good time this week. It's been a really good week for me because I read my favorite sentence of all time earlier this week. It was on the Wikipedia page for Morrissey, former lead singer of the Smiths. And it said simply, in 2005, Morrissey was rumored to be dating a man named Gelato. Which is an amazing sentence, you guys. First of all, do you know how much gelato you have to eat to get the nickname Gelato? I want you to look at me, and I want you to think about how many Reese's peanut butter cups I've eaten, and I want you to consider that no one calls me Sex Machine. You have to eat a lot of gelato to get that name. Second amazing thing about that sentence is that it was a rumor and not the only thing anyone knows about Morrissey. That should be the first thing you learn about Morrissey. His Wikipedia page should read, Morrissey, former lead singer of the Smiths and acclaimed solo artist, is considered by many to be one of the greatest songwriters of all time. But who gives a shit? He might have dated a dude named Gelato. Are you kidding me right now? And then just several paragraphs about Gelato, who doesn't have his own Wikipedia page in perhaps the greatest injustice of all time. So, hashtag free gelato, whatever. Yeah. All right, I got a serious question to ask everybody. And that question is, am I the only one here who's terrified of gingerbread men? Like, I have a reason. I have a good reason. It's not like my parents just raised me to be like, you shouldn't like gingerbread men because they're stealing all of our white women. That's not at all why I'm scared of gingerbread men. I'm scared of gingerbread men because gingerbread men live in houses made of the exact same thing as themselves. And that is fucking terrifying, you guys. Do you know what has to have happened to gingerbread men that is the point that they reached? There must have been a plane full of gingerbread men that just crashed in the mountains somewhere. And all the gingerbread men were like, what are we going to do? We don't have any shelter. We're going to freeze to death. And one gingerbread man was like, I got an idea. Do you remember all of our friends and family that died in that plane crash? Hear me out. We could make a house out of their bodies. No, man, that'll never work. How will we keep their bodies stuck together? Well, what are our tears made out of? Well, they happen to be made out of frosting. Oh, it's brilliant. We'll use our tears to keep their bodies stuck together. And then adorn their corpses with their livers, which happen to be made out of gumdrops. So Santa knows we're in the spirit for the season. I forgot to mention at the start of that joke, all those gingerbread men Members of a Uruguayan rugby team. That was a joke about the movie Alive. And none of you knew. None of you knew. Well, I should probably go soon. So, one more? One more. Oh, boy. You guys heard of math? With numbers? We got a few takers. All right. I was never very good at math. Not because I'm bad with numbers. I just struggled with word problems. Because the people in word problems do not behave rationally at all. Every time I would do a word problem, there'd always be some guy who's like, hey, I got 75 llamas. Can you help me divide amongst me and 6 friends? And I just have to be like, wait a minute, word problem guy. What do you need that many llamas for? And he'd be like, well, someone has to help me eat these 90,000 apples I bought using only nickels and dimes. And that joke's called Why Didn't Daniel Graduate High School? And that's the depressing end of my set. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Woo! Oh, thank you. Daniel, that was awesome. That was super funny. Guys, stick around. We're going to hear more from Daniel and from Seth after a bunch of super funny sketches. We've got them coming from the girls at Dolly Partners Comedy. You're going to see episode 1 of their new show, Southern Comfort. That's going to be pretty cool. Alex Estrada gave us an awesome sketch. And so did, Joe Schaefer from last show. You can see a new sketch that him and the Mama Hoo Hoo guys did. It's really funny. It's going to be awesome. Check it out. Stay tuned. Keep your butts glued for more from Daniel and Seth. We'll be right back.
But a slow glowing dream that your fear seems to hide deep inside your mind. All alone I have cried silent tears full of pride in a world made of steel, made of stone. What a feeling, feels believing. I can't have it all now, I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen. Pictures come alive, now I'm dancing through my life. What a feeling.
Well, I think our decision is pretty clear. Parole denied.
I don't know, it's just, I'm having trouble coming back. I was telling my therapist about it the other day, but there's just something missing here.
You know, New York is nice, but I miss feeling unique, that special feeling you get,
Yeah,
right?
that's it, special.
对啊，今天太冷了。 零下多少度啊？
好像说零下12度。
哎，咱们中午吃什么呢？
好像那边开了一家汉堡店，都说挺好的。
哎呀，好呀好呀，吃个汉堡。
嗯，
什么口味的呢？
牛肉好像都有吧？
嗯，不错，可以。走吧。
走。
哎，给我你的手机吧。
哦，谢谢朋友，帮我拍个照吧。
手茄子。
茄子。
哎，哦，你好，你们是中国人吗？
中国人吧。
The ba, always forget the ba. Maybe it was my tones too. I didn't feel very strong.
Come on.
Let's go, try again.
很好吃。
对，我最喜欢吃四川菜，但是这个也很好吃。
筷子真的比刀叉好用。大山很好笑的。我不是大山。
我不是。这是特朗普的家，
他是美国的老板，
他每天喝12个健饮可乐。你们喜欢喝健饮可乐吗？Shit！
热狗不是真的狗，你知道吗？
热狗是猪屁股。
猪屁股，
猪屁股。
这边，
看那边。
那边。
哦，Baidu Maps。In America, Baidu is Google。我有很多 APP。
你们是 Lost 吗？
哎呀，没事了，没事了。
我们可以帮助你。
求求你
，Please。
好吧，请问布鲁克林大桥在哪里啊？
我知道，布鲁克林大桥在那边。
哦，好的好的，谢谢啦，你中文很好。
谢谢。
Tonight I burn in old love letters, memories to ashes, one by one. You said our love would last forever.
came as quick as I could. Where's the crash? Are you sure you're okay?
It wasn't a crash, it's just a flat.
Was it a deer? Is there a carcass? Is it salvageable? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, is it alive? I have a hammer in my trunk.
I didn't crash. I just have a flat tire and I don't know how to change it.
Avery, I don't know how to change a tire.
Yet you have a hammer in your trunk?
If you hit as many deer as I do, then you have one too. I just came for moral support. Just call the husband. Where is Rhett?
I don't want to call him.
But you were in a crash.
I wasn't in a crash.
And how'd you get a flat tire?
Good Lord. Ray, I don't know. I guess it just gave in to the weight of my emotions.
What's wrong? Don't cry. You don't buy waterproof mascara.
I'm not crying. I'm mad. Mary Scott is going to audition for the reboot of American Idol.
Okay.
I left Rhett. I've been living in an apartment off 40 for a week.
Is that why you wouldn't let me come over and scrapbook?
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys get in a big fight?
No. I just realized that I woke up and I married Rhett right after high school because I was already with him. And it made the most sense after Mom's accident. I didn't want to lose someone else. And it's embarrassing to live in Marigold and not be married by the time you're 23. I didn't know any better. I didn't know. He came from a good family, right? You know how revered pumpkin money is in this town, but I can't live under the Adams Pumpkin Farm name for the rest of my life. God, Ray, I don't even know if I like pumpkins.
Shut your mouth. It is almost harvest season.
Ow. Sorry. What is up with this town and pumpkins? Trial separation at 23. Wish Mom was here to see this.
Where were you even going?
Aunt Jenny, she was gonna give me a blowout. She's got a chair on the porch now.
At 10:30?
Yeah, I just wanted to feel pretty. Oh my God, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's terrible. Just alone in your apartment, all 40?
Oh my God.
Pathetic.
Okay, all right.
Oh, come on. We're gonna change this tire. All right?
No, just
You're supposed to pump the jack.
No, but like,
because then you
like,
know.
Got it. Yeah, keep going. Catch the train. See if I care. I don't. Come back.
Right, you don't even know how to look. I don't know how to look.
I'm reading
I know,
it.
I am listening.
Listen, Ray.
I said I'm sorry.
Are you peeing?
Better not scare me.
I think we nailed it.
You killed it. Great job dialing.
You okay, Ray?
I was thinking about what you said, and maybe I should separate from Garrett too. Would you tell him for me? I'm not the same person I was at 18. I don't even have a crush on Zac Efron anymore. Pumpkin season, baby!
I want a separation. Bye.
What?
I left Rhett. Ray left Garrett too. We cook spam together a lot. Did you notice this church has been staring at us like we're a couple of
Sinners will burn in the fires of hell for eternity. And remember, folks, there are no pumpkins in hell.
Amen.
Amen indeed.
You start messing with people's normal, it gets confusing. Like the time Walmart overtook Kmart, and then Kmart became the town jail.
I bought a new bra. That's sexy.
Dear Lord, King of Kings, Pumpkin King of all, I'm calling on you in my time of struggles.
I didn't buy it.
You didn't buy it?
No, but I thought it was like a fun thing to say.
Wait,
Are we live? They're seeing this right now.
Wow.
That's fine. Hey guys, welcome back. This isn't cough medicine at all. So guys,
yeah.
How was the Caesar Brooks Hour for you?
I had a great time.
Me too.
This was one of the 3 worst experiences of my life.
This is so romantic. You guys are just.
We're good boys.
It's platonic.
It
But
was
yeah.
bonding as well as just amazing.
Yeah.
Well, we got some awesome questions for you.
I'll be the judge
These
of that.
came in. These came in hot off the
I'll
stream.
be the jury and executioner of that.
It was a hot take. It was a hot take. What's the most money you've ever drunkenly spent at a McDonald's? To Daniel.
I don't drink, but I can assure you at a McDonald's I spend money like I drink. It's embarrassing and I don't want to say, but it was all on cookies and Shamrock Shakes.
Was it north of $20?
We're talking hundreds of pennies.
All right. Have you ever publicly urinated? Okay, you have publicly urinated. What's the weirdest place you've publicly urinated?
Your mama's house.
Jesus. Is this a Wolfpack side?
Dead ass.
What did we say about talking about people's mothers?
I think we said that it is chill, bro.
That's right, we did say that.
We
You
fucking
look like a
said that
fucking
shit.
idiot.
You guys came here with it just on the board. Your
And
mama
it
comes
was
up.
too sweet.
How does it feel to get roasted? In your own domain.
How does it
It's great.
feel to get fucking flame broiled, dog?
I love it. I love it. Next question. When you shower, do you...
Don't shower at all. Let me
right.
stop you right there.
Would you rather give birth to a baby elephant or be given birth to by a baby elephant? Oh, I guess a regular size elephant. Let's
I feel like people would worship me as a god if I was born from an elephant.
All right, let's see this
I
one.
feel like people would worship me as a god if I birthed a baby elephant.
What would be your god name?
You start?
And how would they praise you?
It would just be Daniel.
Just Daniel.
And they would praise me by playing Fat Boy Slim's Praise You. Every time I walk in a room.
What about when you leave the room?
They would play Weapon of Choice by Fat Boy Slim.
My god name would be Trex Broad.
Stretch Broad?
Trex Broad.
Glad we clarified.
Fucking pick up your ears. And they would praise me by getting on all fours and assuming the position.
Which position?
Downward dog. Or when I'm a god, downward Trex Brog.
That's a good call. If you were a new crayon color, emphasis on the new crayon color, what would you call yourself?
Yeah, I think I'd be the first gender-inclusive crayon color. That's what it would be called.
Great. It's like you need a really long crayon to fill all the time.
It's all of them.
Yeah, which is also super inclusive.
Tasty Baby.
Tasty Baby? I love
That's
it.
a gender on my crayon, by the way.
I feel like Tasty Baby would be its own packet, and it would have shades of Tasty Baby.
Well, you know what? My daddy always told me, go big or go home. And I haven't been home in years.
Are you my grandpa in the elephant birthing scenario, by the way? Because I'm thinking about that. If you give birth to an elephant, does that elephant then give birth to me?
I am your granddaddy.
Nice. All right. Just wanted to ask that. We've got our own questions. Maybe you should. Maybe you should.
All right, take over, guys.
Take a seat. Now, Your Honor, where were you on the day in question?
I believe you'll find I was hashtag 420 blazing it behind the boys' locker room.
No further questions. We're a comedy duo called Southern Lawyer and Judge Who's Somehow on Trial.
Judge Who's Somehow on Trial.
He's always blazing it.
But so he's real cool.
Now, Your Honor, would you say that this document with this signature matches your signature on this document?
You know I'm not literate.
No further question. Coming to Toledo next week. You did not plug our
Toledo
show in
show.
Toledo next week.
That's not a thing.
Yes and. You got a yes and.
You got to yes
right,
and.
right,
you got to
right.
say yes and. That's not a thing.
Yeah. So, guys, they have a show in Toledo next week.
It's called improve.
You'll find us at the Toledo Bad Boy Hut. It's the hut for bad boys in Toledo.
It is sponsored by, you remember the 90s? Remember Bad Boy? They fucking sponsor that shit. Their sign has Calvin pissing on a Chevy.
Do you have any Calvin questions for us?
Or Hobbs questions. I'm a good boy.
I don't like Hobbs.
What is Calvin peeing on?
Anything that pisses him off.
Anything.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I'd rather push a Ford than piss on a Chevy.
I'll tell you what he's not pissing on.
Pissing on a Ford.
All right, what would Calvin never piss on?
A cross. Thank you very much.
That's an outstanding question.
He would pray to it. I've seen the stickers.
Would he piss on Hobbs?
Yeah. He's not, unless he's in a cross shape, then off limits.
So Calvin at 40, he's destroyed his liver. Huge drinker.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
Pees on everything.
Yeah. I mean, he was
What
doing that when he was a kid. A cross. How many times do I have to tell you a cross?
Well, there's systems and the times are changing.
This, don't change that dial, because we're getting into the
We got hot
nitty-gritty.
dance.
I think Calvin would probably never piss on Hobbs.
I think he would if Hobbs disrespected the cross.
You think that Calvin holds God over Hobbs?
Yeah, I've seen the stickers on the back of the
Hobbs
truck.
is like a demon.
Yeah, and who can fight demons? Ask yourself that.
God.
I'm getting pretty into God now. I'm right. It's a crossover between the Passion of the Christ universe and Wild Hogs.
Okay.
I don't have anything past that idea.
That's fine. It's a great starting point.
Actually, he does have a little past that idea.
Spent some time in
I
Jacksonville.
forgot
see.
everything I have past that idea.
Jesus went to like purgatory and had
On
to
a
like,
motorcycle.
ride with his
Yeah.
best friends across purgatory.
His best friends are the Wild Hogs.
It was Martin Lawrence, John Travolta.
Martin Lawrence is fired. Everyone
And
else.
Jesus.
Jesus took Martin Lawrence's place. There can only be one black member of the Wild Hogs. It is Jesus now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But John Travolta could stay.
Yeah, he's a national treasure.
I call him the Trav.
The Trav man.
No
I call
bullshit.
him John because we're good friends.
I'm gonna be a real man for a second. My mom, like, loved John Travolta, but like not from Welcome Back Kotter or like, none of that shit. Like she got into him like circa Look Who's Talking.
Like Michael. Do you remember Michael?
Oh,
where he goes,
He just has wings and he's like
just see
dancing.
things on the
cut
side.
like this. It's a scene of him dancing just like this for like way too long.
But like I told my mom when I was a grown boy, I was like, by the way, Mom, John Travolta's gay, and she was like, no.
She was holding out.
She just had no idea, and I was like, there are photos of him kissing boys.
Yeah, that's because they were big fans and he granted their one wish.
It makes a good point.
John Travolta's always finding sick fans, and I mean like ill, not like they can do cool tricks on a motorbike. He's always finding sick fans and like, I got one wish, and it's to kiss those sweet lips, no homo. And he lets them.
This is the Trav.
Yeah.
Trav comes into a room.
His hobby is granting wishes to sick boys, no homo.
It's like in his
By the way,
IMDb.
did I just start Trav?
I mean, Trav is
Are you
always
Travin'
existed in
now?
our heart.
We're Traving pretty hard.
Nice.
You guys want to kiss on the lips? How sick you feel?
We've done that enough today. What do you think we were doing before we came here?
Chapping
We
up.
kissed on the lips 420 times today, bro.
Once for
catch
good
it on
luck,
up.
419 times for the hell of it.
Solid practice. All right, guys. How much time we got? One more question?
Just keep
Because we
go-
can talk about
I'm
kissing
fine.
all
Let's
night.
keep going. I'm drunk on bottled water. Let's keep it going.
I'm drunk
All
on
right,
love.
I'm gonna pick one more question, and then we're gonna go home.
Give it to me good.
Even if these cameras shut off, you're staying here for a long time.
I have
asking us
court tomorrow,
questions.
so I'm not gonna be here.
You're gonna have
Court or
you're gonna
jury
have
duty?
court with one of these
No, I
and
got
one of
court.
these in a couple minutes if you don't let us keep having a good
What
time.
didn't you do?
Huh.
Oh, we turned the dang tables.
My lawyer's tired. If you had to change bodies with a cartoon character, whose bod would you rock?
You first, me
I'm
second.
not switching. I got a hot bot already.
Yeah.
Maybe Calvin. I want to give the cross the respect it deserves. So yeah, Calvin.
Calvin, a 9-year-old boy.
And if I could pick for him Hobbs so I can piss all over his weak ass.
If I could pick for me, I'll pick like a very sexy cross from a Calvin and Hobbes thing that would like he couldn't help but like when you're looking at porn and it's like you're gonna come, dude.
You're like, no, but it's so early
Try
in the video.
not to come.
It's too early.
I'll be one of those crosses
There's been no
that's
plot
like,
exposition
I
yet.
dare you not to piss on me. I dare you.
All right, that's our show.
This was fun. Thank you.
That's our show, guys. Thank you for coming on. Daniel Crow, Seth Zakula. Watch their stuff. They've got websites with more comedy on it. We also have an awesome cartoon coming from my very good friend Alexandra Gilwitt. It's episode 3 of Nihilist Fish. Super funny, super dark, super weird, but I love it. It's really funny, and thank you, Alexandra, for sending those. We also have comics drawn by Chris Liatsis, the animal himself, and they're phenomenal. Make sure you write your captions to that, because we'll air it, and you can be amazing yourself. So like, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Check us in next week. March 22nd is our next show. Hopefully. It's amazing. All right, that's it. Goodbye, go home.
A new religion. A new religion. A new religion. A new religion.
Thank you to Evan O'Donovan, my good buddy Evan, for your very funny comment. Thanks, Evan. Hope you're tuning in, and I hope you watch the next show. You're the man. I love you.